Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
Women are so busy all their lives caring and tending for others that their own needs, desires and interests may take a back seat. Trying to fulfill all the multiple roles that they have to play in their lives, they may not be able to have time exclusively for themselves. What they fail to recognize is self-fulfillment is very important for good mental health. In today's episode of MindWatch, let's examine some of the factors that contribute to a positive, healthy lifestyle for women.
Every day begins with a frenzy of activity for a woman. Besides attending to the demanding needs of the children and the family in the morning hours, she may have to rush off to work herself, arriving already half exhausted at the workplace. The various demands of her job only further saps away her energy levels, so that at the end of the day, being thoroughly exhausted, she is thankful to sink into blissful sleep.
With constant pressure to perform the multiple roles, the woman may not be able to get any time for herself. They are so used to doing things for others and working for others that the thought of doing something for themselves doesn't even cross their mind. But what begins to happen over a period of time, that life can get dull and monotonous with no energies left for themselves, and this can manifest in the form of physical and mental stress.
The women today come across much more stress than the men. They are performing jobs, they have to look after the home, and they have a lot of stress. Stress per se we define as a physical, mental and psychological events of daily events of life. So I think it is the healthy stress, what you call as the eustress, and negative stress, what you call as the distress.
मॉर्निंग में हस्बैंड को भेजा, बच्चों को स्कूल.
After sending the children to school and my husband to his office, I get busy with other household chores and have a fixed routine. So by the evening, everything is done smoothly.
कि हाँ ऐसे करना है तो हो जाता है.
We find that whenever a person is tense, then his whole biochemistry change. His pulse become faster, his blood pressure become more, they have more acidity. I think every possible disease you name has got some relationship directly or indirectly to the stress phenomena.
Apart from these, there are also certain negative coping strategies which women can adopt, which can cause more problems than solve. Tobacco, alcohol and other substance abuse has become quite common. The temporary numbness caused by these is thought to be a sense of relief from anxiety or depression, setting up a vicious cycle.
The initial euphoria, thrill or tension relief that accompanies regular smoking or drinking ultimately paves the way for more serious substance abuse problems.
We see in clinical practice that a lot of women are abusing a whole variety of substances. I think the commonest problem would be tobacco related. The number of women who are smoking openly is going up. And of course, there are a lot of women who take zarda with or without pan, and there is a lot of incidents of pan parag use also. There are a good number of women we see who are social drinkers. That is probably the tip of the iceberg. We see them drinking socially or a couple of drinks, but a lot of them probably have a greater problem with alcohol.
Women drinking has become a new culture now, and a lot of women, especially women under stress, women with multiple roles at home, are also under constant pressures and can develop alcoholism. People with severe physical disorders, people with psychiatric disorders. The most common psychiatric disorders we find which lead to people developing drinking as a kind of compensation are people with anxiety and panic. People with social phobias, they have a difficulty in facing social situations, and the drink gives them Dutch courage to be able to handle these situations?
I have seen many patients who have been taking hard drugs because the husband has been taking, because their beloved, their lover has been taking, and he has introduced them to alcohol or hard drugs because he wants company. And usually they do not take it by themselves. Usually they that is introduced to them through the through a male, through their partner, male partner, or and even if they are not smoking, they are living with a smoker, they become passive smokers. That is as bad, or rather worse.
Abuse of psychotropic drugs, psychotropic medicines, which probably started initially as taking some tablet to help them to sleep, is definitely on the rise.
Women also can become addicted, if not at an early stage, at a later stage. So you have to take the preventive steps in that direction.
They have to learn how to relax. They must find healthier ways of coping with their stress or their anxiety. I personally recommend that some form of exercise, some form of meditation or yoga must be incorporated into their daily routine. If they are not able to do this, then I would suggest that they take the help of a professional like a counselor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist who can help them to, to improve their coping strategies, to improve their coping mechanisms.
The need of the hour is to first realize that a healthy lifestyle is important to be able to healthily cope up with the pressures of modern day living. But before that, let's examine what constitutes a healthy lifestyle.
Health is defined as a state of physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. I firmly believe that health is nothing but sum of positive and negative influences on the human body.
Healthy lifestyle means living happily. You should have mental peace, you should have satisfaction in mind, and also a healthy lifestyle also means having a good diet, good nutrition.
Actually, it's a whole combined effort, not only exercise, I would say even food habits, awareness, and your mental attitude. All these are important.
Sleep is a basic ingredient of a healthy life. In the face of stress, some women develop insomnia, that is lack of sleep, or hypersomnia, which is excessive sleep. These need to be managed adequately. Sleeping pills is not a solution, and don't take any medication without the proper prescription of a qualified physician. But here are some tips to ensure a better sleep.
Maintain a regular time for sleeping. Put on some soothing instrumental music. Do not take a very heavy or spicy meal very late at night. Do not exercise vigorously very late in the evening. Do not resort to sleeping pills or alcohol. Do not use your bed for reading, eating, or watching television. Do not go to bed until you feel sleepy. Do not worry if you are not able to sleep well once or twice in a week.
In the face of stress, some women tend to overeat while others lose their appetite. Depending on the age, a well-balanced, nutritious diet is a must for a healthy lifestyle.
I'm very careful about my diet. I don't usually eat oily, fried things simply because it spoils the health.
In a healthy living, the diet plays a very important role. From junk food, skipping to a more nutritive, like sprouted foods, like green vegetables is a more important part of it.
Nothing like a combination of a cereal and dal. That makes it an A-class protein, substituting for non-veg proteins too. Eat bran atta, that is whole wheat atta, which will give you some vitamins too.
Having junk foods is only having food for food's sake. it's not having something better for you or having something good for your body. So, and green vegetables, sprouted vegetables, cool foods, milks, curds, these are always better than the cold drinks.
One should have proper timings for the meals, a fixed time for the breakfast, fixed time for the lunch and dinner. Maybe it is not very elaborate lunch or dinner, it can be a small one, but a proper and at a proper time.
So the slogan for the day is take a break, enjoy and lead to good, healthy, physical and mental well-being.
It's now been recognized that whatever food and drink we take in, that has an impact on not only our physical body, but also on the hormonal enzyme system, and so our feelings and emotions are very much connected with this.
Exercise in any form not only keeps the body agile but also keeps the mind active. Exercise needs to be done regularly. Yoga, the indigenous form of exercise or a way of living, whichever way one wants to take it, has been learned from us but has been practiced more in the West and is now coming back to the East. Meditation, learnt under supervision and done regularly, not only helps the person cope with day-to-day problems but also can help in fighting the stresses and adversities in the future.
Even simple exercises like a brisk walk outdoors or a jog with the family may serve to rejuvenate the flagging spirits of an overworked woman. The healthy habit of exercising can be inculcated early on during childhood so that it continues automatically into the adult years.
It keeps a person physically fit, and I feel, even mentally it has a lot of effect on people. And then the whole day goes very well after the exercise. It keeps you very active throughout the day.
When you exercise, you have better circulation of blood, and you become more positive. Your attitude is more positive. You're not lazy, you're not depressed, and you feel active and fitter, which is what one must aim at, and that's what exercise does.
And I do try to exercise. Try to take out 10-15 minutes somehow to do a little bit of exercise.
Yoga and meditation, our own indigenous system of physical and mental fitness regimens, can not only ameliorate physical symptoms but also reduce mental distress in women whose lives comprise of endless chores leading to cumulative stress effects. These techniques learned under supervision can provide tremendous health benefits, mental peace and relaxation.
योगा ऐसी चीज है कि जो हमको एक जीवन जीने की कला सिखाता है.
Yoga is something which teaches us the art of living. It teaches us how we should eat, what we should think, and how we should behave.
ये तीन चीजें हमारे मुख्य रूप से आती हैं.
If we follow certain principles in life and control our eating habits, thoughts, behavior, and the daily routine, we not only remain physically healthy but also have a healthy mind.
योगा करने से क्या है, मन की वृत्तियां दूर होती हैं.
By doing the asanas regularly, your body becomes stronger. Besides this, a disciplined life also ensures that the mind is free of all tensions and negativity. Once your body as well as mind are pure and strong, you can definitely progress in all spheres of life.
तो हमारा ध्यान जरूर जाएगा इस तरफ.
जहाँ संयम है, नियम है,
Wherever there is discipline and self-control, the person automatically becomes healthy. There is no illness like tension and no food like happiness. If you learn to remain happy and tension-free, you cannot get unwell, neither physically nor mentally. Self-care and grooming are vital ingredients that go into constituting a woman's personality. A woman needs to look good to feel positive about her appearance, and her demeanor that automatically increases her feelings of self-worth and self-esteem.
अच्छा लगना इसलिए भी जरूरी है कि उससे कॉन्फिडेंस आता है ज़्यादा.
It's also important to look good because this improves your self-confidence. You feel good about yourself. You would want to meet people, and when they appreciate you, you feel good. That is why it's important to take care of your looks.
Sometimes I also feel whenever I dress up nicely, I brush my hair in a proper way, like I'm not in my shabby style as I'm sometimes in my busy days. So I give more time to my patients, more time to the people I meet. I treat them in a nicer way. So definitely the effect of looking good, the effect of dressing in a nice way, it reflects over your mood.
People are much more health conscious as well today. And I feel the most important part when they like to look better, and then first of all they should be given maximum attention on their health, exercise, diet, sleep, everything. And after that, whatever the maximum thing they can have it as a hair styling, have a proper styling which can go according their bone structure of the face, their hair texture, and their height, their figure, which they can look after themselves.
The woman can be, taking more care of her own diet, her nutrition, her exercise. She could be spending time developing certain hobbies or relaxation and maybe her own spiritual needs also. So she really needs to create time and space for herself along with the commitments that she has for the family, children, etc.
Negative thinking not only causes depression but can also take away the color and vibrance from one's life. Positive thinking and a positive approach can nullify all the effects of stress. It's the most effective weapon that women have to be able to fight any crisis.
We are what we think. Our personality and our health is the expression of our thought process.
Recreational activities are quite important for a healthy lifestyle. Doing things that you like to do, following certain creative pursuits, interests or hobby, taking a holiday, taking a break, doing things for yourself, going out for music concerts or movies, or just being with friends or relatives can help you get that extra punch in life. This is required not only to be able to fight off stress, but also to be able to prevent it on a day-to-day basis.
Here are some tips for a healthy lifestyle. Maintain regular eating and sleeping habits. Develop a positive attitude in life. Organize yourself. Develop recreational activities and hobbies. Be assertive and express your feelings. Take care of your physical and mental health. Do not give in to substance abuse. Do not shy away from seeking medical help if required.
It's time we encourage women to take active charge of their lives and also follow a lifestyle that would result in physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being. Ultimately, the happiness of the family and the society in general depend on the happiness and health of the women. So women, watch your mind and others watch her mind while you watch yours.
Silent in your tears, wasted in your years. When you cry alone. Recourse to fantasy, living with insanity. Another night beside the phone. Kings the bin. Curl up with your memories, togetherness and harmony. Watch your mind heal the pain, seek your meaning back.